He's composer, entrepreneur, inspirator and humanistic supporter. I'm talking about Thomas Schauffert. Today we are in his creativity and sound studio in Basel, and in the next 30 minutes we want to learn more about him as a person and as a businessman. Thomas Schauffert, you are doing a lot of things. It's very difficult to catch you and to put you in a system. Tell me a little bit more about you.
Basically, I'm a consultant and entrepreneur. I do love to create businesses which do not harm Earth and humanity.
What does that mean?
And this means, for example, I love to support work with children, educate children. I love to support education and information about health, the body health as well as the spiritual health and the health of the soul.
What are you doing with the kids?
With the kids, mainly we are doing like, it's called children camps. It's during the vacation in Switzerland. We offer to the children for 1 week a so-called polysportive week where they learn to several, almost 10 different sports. They learn to move within their body. It's for children between 6 and 12 years. And I support and promote a company who is offering these camps with children.
Okay, I mean, this is very easy to understand.
Yes.
But your other business fields are very difficult to understand. For example, when you're starting talking about healthness or spirit and...
Well, health. Maybe it's difficult to be healthy.
What does it mean for you, healthness?
Healthy.
To be healthy?
Means, of course, don't have any pain. If you have pain, then it's already too far. So you start to become sick before you feel the pain, actually. And this starts then in your spirit and in your soul, the sickness. And there maybe you can only feel it with your emotions.
How do you feel it if you start to be sick?
And then you just feel that something is not right. You know?
But then you already know you are sick. I mean...
many times, when you are sick with your soul or your spirit, because some people maybe they don't accept that we have a soul and a spirit, and they believe we only have a body, and that the soul and spirit cannot be sick. But of course it is accepted because we have the very famous disease like burnout and depression and schizophrenia. So that's and some people say, okay, these diseases, they come from the body, they come from something not working right in the physical brain. And some other people like me also, they say it's all spirit. It can be healed over spiritual healing.
And how do you do that?
Mainly by working with the heart and working with love.
How does it work? How should I work with my heart?
For example, just by sending yourself love. A huge problem for many people in the world is that their self-esteem, their self-love is very low. Okay, and by sending love to yourself, of course, and talking nice to yourself, and trying to control your thoughts and your feelings a little bit, and then you can heal yourself. You can send love to yourself. And of course, I can send love to you. I can tell you, I can look you into your eyes, and I can tell you I love you. And this doesn't mean that I want to marry you or whatever. It just means I love you. That's possible.
So you want to give love to yourself, but also love to each other.
Yes.
And to give love to myself, for example, I could put Post-it on the mirror and watch them every day, like saying, "Hey, I'm nice, I'm cool, I'm intelligent, I'm healthy, I'm
Yes.
happy."
Yes, so that's like something like positive thinking. It's called also affirmations for mental coaching.
Are you
And
doing mental coaches as well?
yes,
Coaching?
I'm electrical engineer. I am mental coach. I'm composer. I'm musician. Yeah, and I'm inspirer. That's about
Inspiring.
what I am. Yeah.
What are you inspiring, or who are you inspiring?
I just love to support other people if I have, because sometimes it takes a lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the energy to support them, I try to support them. Sometimes I come into a group as an inspirer and I'm just there and things start to change. For example, you are in a group and everybody is nervous and stressed and the computer crashed and so on. And I can just come in there and say to one person, okay, now it's okay, now you try again, it will work now, and all of a sudden it will work.
And why? Why does
Because
this happen?
because I did unblock some energies.
And how can you do that? I mean, it's very mystical also. It sounds that you have some strange, or not strange, uniquely power.
Everybody can do this. If you want to look at it from the scientific side, you can start to study quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
And there you can learn that our thoughts, they are influencing particles.
Mm-hmm.
So my thoughts, my heart is influencing you. And also if you go into heart research, you can find out that we have a huge electromagnetic field around our heart, which can be measured. And that now that we are that close together, of course, our two heart fields, they mix together, and we are much more connected now. There's also, of course, proof that the heart, that there can be a heart entrainment. Like our hearts, they start to beat because we are connected now. They start to beat in the same rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. The heart entrainment, sound entrainment. There are many topics you can research, or you can ask me, and I try to send you some links to do the research.
Okay. Does everybody has this kind of power, or just you have it?
Everybody has it. If he wants to unlock it. My slogan is open spirit, no limit, for everybody, for all. And everybody, if it's his goal, his vision to unlock it, can unlock it.
How?
It's maybe not so easy, of course. Not many things on earth are easy.
Yeah, I think nothing is actually easy. But can you help me to understand, how can I unlock it?
By studying.
What shall I study?
Study creation, study the rules of creation. That goes a little bit into physics. You can also study the Bible if you want, or you can study some philosophers if you want, and just start to try to find the truth for yourself.
In fact, that's not easy. What is the truth for myself? I don't know.
You can maybe say, if I am honest to myself, and I feel truly peaceful and happy, then I find the truth for myself.
And if I have the truth, I can unlock, and I have a special power.
Yes, and then you start on this path, and you want to learn more and more and more and more, of course, and you need to reduce some fear you have within yourself. For example, I have a friend in Thailand. That's another friend. He's also not electrical engineer, but he is working for security for information technology, very high level in Thailand. And I met him through Facebook, and I saw that he was working on a Buddha statue. And the first contact is always over light. Okay, I saw his pictures, I saw the words, I saw the light, I got these vibrations, this energy from him.
Sympathy, or do you like him or not?
Yeah, right. I think, okay, that's interesting. And then my heart tells me, okay, I want to talk to this person. So it started a very good friendship. And because he saw my light, my pictures, my words, we resonated. And we started to talk. And he was just asking me, do you believe that I can be a spiritual healer? Okay, and I just told him, yes, you can, or you are already a spiritual healer when you start to think about it. And then I sent him, for example, a link about some, I think it was Chinese guys, 3 people who did some, they produced sounds. There was a cancer tumor, and they produced sounds, and it was on the camera, and they could reduce this cancer tumor within like 3 minutes just by singing and sending chi and positive energy into this tumor.
And that's true.
There is a lot of research about this.
I mean, a cancer is a big theme, of course, and there are a lot of pills, medicaments, all the chemotherapy, what we have to do, or someone has to do if he has cancer, and nothing works. And you're now coming and saying, hey, just some people have to sing, sending energy, and the tumor is getting smaller.
It's possible if the other person is able to resonate with the energy he gets. I don't think there is a 100% chance to heal someone. Maybe Jesus could do this. I don't know if there is some other healer at the moment who can really say, okay, if I heal you, then you're healed. Because if the other person is not ready to be healed, there is like his soul. If he's not ready to be healed, then you cannot heal him, because he wants to stay maybe in his sickness.
I don't think so.
Yes, because we have these subliminal programs within us, which tell us, because our society more or less, they like to talk about sickness, right? So most of us, we believe that we have to become sick sooner or later. Most of us believe, yes, 1 or 2 times in our life, we have to go to the hospital to do some surgery. That's really, I thought this also like 10 or 15 years ago. Someday I will have, because my father had like kidney stone, I thought, okay, this is normal, I will have kidney stone when I'm 45. But then I started to learn, no, what happened to my father is not happening to me.
Or it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to happen, right? But we are trained to believe, okay, what's happening to others, to the so-called normal, will also happen to us. But this doesn't have to be true. So we need, if we want, it's all based on free will. If we want, we have to work on our spirit and our belief system, and just change our thinking. And there are methods to do this.
What kind of methods?
Did we talk about this already? Like put affirmations on the mirror? No?
Yes.
In English we did. Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Just feed our senses, feed our body with positive things.
Yes, I said that before, post it on the mirror.
Yes.
And so talking to myself, saying, yes, I'm nice, I'm kind.
Self-love and so on. That's it.
So that's for example, or that is an example.
Yes, and if one day maybe we feel bad again and small again and we have no talent and we are a loser and we are a bad mom, we just accept this energy that is coming to us and wait, stay calm. One of my favorite quotes is that the power lies within calmness. Stay calm, don't panic.
That's easy.
and just leave these emotions pass away in love. Don't start to like hate yourself or get angry about yourself. Oh, I should be perfect, I should be enlightened, I should be happy, but I'm not. Oh, I'm so stupid, I cannot be happy. No, just accept it. No one is perfect, nobody is perfect. Be nice to yourself and leave the bad emotions which we don't like, leave them, go away, transform them, and all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 days later, it will be gone. And then these periods, they will become smaller and smaller and smaller.
Okay, it's very, very interesting. So this is also coaching. There are other business fields where you're.
They are all related to humans and to creation and nature. So there is health, okay, there is children, education.
Exactly.
Of course, there is music, sound is very important. Many people, they are not aware of the power of the word and the power of the sound. There's a lot of research about this. And they think, okay, it doesn't matter what sound I do listen and what they sing in the lyrics, but of course it matters.
Because it inspires us sometimes in a badly way.
Yes, if you listen to music who says always, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, then you start to believe this. It will affect you not in a positive way, and. There's a lot of manipulation going on in the music field. So I produce music that is healing, which leaves the people free. That's also very important, unconditional. Before I did produce pop music, okay, and then I was I tried to produce hits. And then of course you think, okay, hit, how do I write a hit? Okay, I need a sexy beat, then I need a sexy singer, and then I need some sexy lyrics, and then we produce a hit, and this is manipulation. Okay, we were thinking, okay, we produce something which make people dance or which make people drink or
I mean that's what people want. That they want to dance. They want to have fun.
That's right, but you can produce this without manipulating.
When did you change your way? Or the way of thinking? Why this?
Why? Maybe 8 years or 10 years ago.
And why? Because was there anything what happened? Or?
Yes, I was a manager in huge companies. And all of a sudden I realized that a lot of things are going wrong in this world and they are not nice. And many companies treat their employees like slaves, and it's all based on money making and profit optimization.
Yes, that's how it is.
That's how it is. It changed. It changed over the last 15 or 20 years. When I did study electrical engineering, we had some economy professor coming to us and he said, yeah, the business needs to grow every year. Okay, and I was thinking, it's just not possible. If I grow every year, I will be like 100 meters in 70 years. It's just not the nature.
Yeah.
But they try to teach this, and the lie is they even know it's not working, but they teach this wrong thinking to the students. And at that time, of course, if you start, hey, professor, your thinking is wrong, then you have a problem, you don't get your diploma. And so the diploma I got, and then I became also manager, but then all of a sudden my feeling within the heart became too strong, so I had to stop this management
because
stuff.
Because you thought, no, that's, for me it's not right. It's not the right way.
That's right. Yeah.
So that was the moment where you start to change your thinking, change your mind, not producing hits for example, music.
Yes.
Doing music which is nice, which is friendly or
Yes.
kind.
And do also to learn about what does it really mean to be unconditional.
And what does it mean?
Okay, unconditional means I ask you, do you want to come and drink something with me? And then you can say yes or no. And I don't make a condition. If you don't come, or if I don't give you the feeling, if you don't come, you're not my friend anymore.
Yeah.
So that's a condition. And we do so many conditions in our life.
And you're trying to live a life without conditions.
Yes. You
Does
are
it-
free, I am free, I'm happy if you come with me to drink. If you don't come, I still
It's
like
fine.
you, that's fine. Right. And there
Is it easy?
No, you have to learn it to communicate and live unconditional. You have to learn it. And then also when you have children, that's even more demanding. How do you educate your children unconditional? Okay, so how can you make your child do something without saying if you don't do this then
I mean,
this and this will
I
happen?
have a daughter, and it's not easy. I'm often thinking, if you are not doing that, then you won't get a book or whatever.
Yes. So I believe that this is not so optimum for
How-
your child.
How do you try to do the right thing, or how do you do it? Without saying,
You
if
need-
you are not doing, then, without showing consequences.
Then it just works. If you give the feeling to them that you don't care. Okay, if you do or not, okay, and you still love them, then all of a sudden they do it and they start to
Yes.
become more creative.
Yeah.
If that's also hard. If they, like I was afraid because I had a separation from my wife with my Thai daughter, and I was afraid that she could take my daughter back to Thailand. And there was a big stress until I understood that I cannot lose my daughter. I cannot lose anybody, even if she would go. I did surrender, okay, because everything was too complicated, a lot of stress. I did surrender, and I said, okay, leave everything free. And what happens if you leave everything free? The things that should be with you, they stay with you, they are close with you. That's a law of creation. We have a lot of fear
Yes.
to lose love, so we try to keep it, and we find out we cannot keep it if we try to keep it. You can also look at love like if you have a raw egg here and you leave, and this is love, and you leave the egg on your hand and you leave it like this floating, then it will stay there forever. If you try to control it, the egg
To
will
grab it.
break and
Yeah.
then
That's a good example.
it will go away.
Let me talk with you about another team. You are saying that you would like to live in a world without money.
Yes. Okay.
How is
It
that-
comes
How
to
does
my
that work?
it comes to my mind that in Enterprise TV show I never saw that they paid some money. It's just possible. Of course, it's possible because
I mean, I need money to live. I need money
No,
to pay
you-
my insurance, to pay the food.
wait.
To survive.
You said you need money to live.
Yes.
You believe that this sentence is right, or can you say it in the right way? You need money to live. What do you really need to live?
Food.
Right. Food, not even clothes, you need food and maybe some protection, some shelter, some house. That's it. That's what you need.
Okay.
And this is not a lot. And to find this, you need land, you need nature. Money doesn't help you at all for this. So there also we are at the words again, the wording, the communication. If we start to think about our communication and we start to talk, you can say this in a divine way. Divine means like a natural way of creation. We really think about, okay, what did I say now? And then everything will change automatically.
So, but how can you imagine, how could be a world without money?
What would be needed is that we care more for each other. That my friend in Thailand, he was asking me, how can I build my house without money? And I told him, well, if your society or your friends around you, they would be very happy to construct for you a house and build together a house for you, because they know that you, your family, and also the whole society, they need a nice house in order to be happy. So they just start to build it.
Yeah, but I mean, still, also if you have a lot of people around you which are helping you to build a house, you need the stuff for the house, all the whole material for the house.
You can get it.
Which costs.
No, you can. Okay, now we have the problem that everything or many things belong to companies. Many things belong to the banks. Actually, most of the things belong to the banks. If I go out to the forest here in Switzerland and start to cut trees, I will have huge problems.
Yeah.
But if we would change this and the society would say, of course, everybody, and this has been already the case, of course, everybody has the right to get some wood from the forest. Of course, everybody has the right to get material to build his house. That's possible. And there are societies that are living like this already. I cannot totally live like this here in my situation right now.
Do you try to live like this? Here in Switzerland, for example?
Yes.
How do you do that?
When I do like a business, it doesn't essentially mean that I need money to do my work, my activity. When I make this deal, this agreement, I say, okay, you do this, I can offer you this, and I can also offer you money, or I can offer you this and a little less money. So that's how you start. That's nothing new, actually. There are so many.
So everybody can start like this to try if
Small
it's creating,
steps.
with small steps.
Yes, that's right. And then it has to grow because, to be honest, the banks, they own everything right now and they take away everything from us. In Switzerland, we don't own our houses. We have no chance. I saw it with my parents. They lose their house. Because then when they turn 85, you don't have an income anymore. And the banks, they just change the rules. And they say, oh, it's too risky to give a credit to someone who doesn't have a steady income, only from pension. They just change the rule and then they come to my parents. That's what they did. You have to sell your house. And now what happened to my father? Now he is maybe money millionaire. But he lost his real value, the house.
Yeah, that's sad and that shouldn't happen.
And this is happening all the time. It happened in the USA in 2008. It's happening all the time.
We have to stop that circle. We have to try, everybody can try to make the first step and try to live without money. Do it in a little exchange way of business.
Yes, reduce the energy we put into the system, which anyhow they want to trap us in this system. Try to start slowly to deviate some energy in some other solutions. Okay. Yes, I suggest start now to find other solutions to feed not only the banking and money system with energy, and try to find other solutions. For example, the health insurance, because there is no other solution. Maybe you think there is no other solution. You still pay in money, and then try to find some other fields to live without money, support each other, and find other solutions. Because for me, it is very clear we will have a huge change on earth of our life very soon. So it will be much easier for you to live this change if you start now with studying how the new life could be.
Okay, thank you very much. Very nice last word, which we will all can take on our way. Thank you very much. I would like to talk more. It's very interesting, but I think we have to stop now. And yeah, thank you very much, Thomas Schauffert.
Thank you for watching.